morning, fellow Biafrans. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Iyke Peters. Iyke Peters, I hail from Newi. Newi is Newi province of Biafra land. We're gathered again this morning to deliberate and talk about issues that concern us as a people. Our independence is imminent. There's nothing anybody can do to stop us. Before we proceed into today's program, let us all bow our heads and let our leader, Mazi lead us in prayer. Let us pray.
CHUKWUEMEKA, without whom we cannot function, and unto him we give every honor and every adoration wherever you are. I will ask you, if you are in the spirit, to remain so. If you are outside the spirit, we ask you to come into it. Because what we are preaching from here is a gospel of redemption, as directed by CHUKWUEMEKA himself in heaven. And this very gospel, we must preach it. Therefore, we must pray. We give thanks unto thee, O Elohim, for there is none like thee. There can never be any like thee. You are the beginning and the end. You are the Alpha and the Omega. Our lives are in the palm of your hands. We commit all that we are unto thee. We have come as the ancients did before us, as our ancestors did before we came, to offer praise and adoration unto your holy name and no other. For we do not worship any idol. We do not worship anything born of a human being. We do not worship anything carved out of a tree. We do not bow down before anything molded with the hands of men. It's only thee that we worship. That is why we have come this very evening on this hallowed platform that you yourself created, to offer you unadulterated praise and to hand over to thee all that we can ever become, because Biafra is yours. This very family of IPOB, you molded yourself. You decreed that IPOB must come, and now that we have come, that we may worship thee, O Elohim, please accept our offering of praise and sacrifice unto your holy name, because there is no other like thee. We will continue to adore thee. We will continue to worship thee. And as I said before, and I will reiterate, as we pray unto thee, that Biafra is your possession, we will sacrifice Biafra unto thee, that you may guide us in all that we do. It's only you that sees the hearts of men. If there is anything that we are hiding, if there is anything that we have concealed from our people, oh Elohim, you will judge us very harshly. But if our hands are clean, our hearts very pure, you will bless IPOB, and you will bless me, and you will bless my family, because it's a promise from you. All our hope and our trust is upon thee. May your name be glorified. May you be exalted. May you, O Elohim, be praised. Now and forevermore we pray. Iyke, like other people. Because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood. But they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special. Exceptionally special. The largest mass movement in the whole world, bar none. And we did it because CHUKWUEMEKA is with us. We did it because CHUKWUEMEKA created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. Because we are not stopping. I am a Nnamdi Kanu, and I don't stop until I get what I want.
Nnamdi Kanu kwara na mo Radio Biafra kwara na mo kwara na mo
All right, I say one more time, welcome to another edition of Radio Biafra USA 2 broadcast. Today is the 5th of April, 2020. We're gathering this morning after giving thanks to CHUKWUEMEKA. We'll proceed with the issue that concerns us today as it stands now. But before we go into the nitty-gritty of the whole program, let's remind you that on June 20, 2020, our live march, 1 million man march, is taking place in Washington, D.C. It has not been postponed. Nothing has happened yet, but we're still watching the events because of the situation at hand all over the world today. We don't know what might happen tomorrow, but we're still announcing it because it's just in April. This comes up in June 2020. For now, it is still in place. We have not cancelled anything. There are no changes towards it. And if there are changes, we'll let you know. And on the other hand, I want to remind you about our radio expansion program, which is ongoing. It's been moving on very well, and we're having a lot of people that are participating in the whole thing. And like we said before, I've announced it several times here on this program. Make your payments the normal way you pay your dues, or go to ipobinUSA.org. You go in there, make your payment, get your receipt. That's the most important thing. When you make your payment and you get your receipt, you post it to the WhatsApp group. There's been WhatsApp number that's been created for that purpose. Please, that line is not to be used for any kind of comment or anything. It's exclusively for the people that are posting their receipts. We don't want you to start posting things there and making it look like as rowdy as possible. The only thing we want to see there are the receipts. And the number is +1 929 326 2733. +1 929 326 2733. That's where you post your receipt. I didn't say post the money, I said the receipt. So go over there and send your receipt.
Announcement. There will be feast of Passover for all IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra worldwide, from sunset Wednesday 8th to sunset Wednesday 15th of April 2020. T. Biafra last Passover in foreign land. Exodus chapter 12 from verse 1 to 43. Day 1. Giving praises to God for all that He has done for us Biafrans. 2 Chronicle chapter 20 verse 22. Psalms chapter 9 from verse 1 to 5. B. Prayer for repentance and mercy of God. Psalms chapter 88. 2 Chronicle chapter 7 verse 14. 2 Chronicle chapter 34 verse 29 to 33. C. God should have mercy upon Biafrans and favor us this year. Psalms chapter 102 verse 13. Day 2. Every enchantment or divination against Biafrans that create confusion, disunity, division, suspension, hatred, envy, betrayal, be destroyed in the name of CHUKWUEMEKA. Genesis chapter 11 from verse 1 to 9. Numbers 23:23. B. Every covering cast over our Biafran nation, tribes, people, families, and life be destroyed. Isaiah 25 verse 7. C. Prayer for God to unite the upland and the coastal regions of Biafra. Ezekiel chapter 37 from verse 15 to 28. John chapter 17 from verse 15 to 21. Day 3. The spirit of CHUKWUEMEKA to increase our love for each other, Biafrans. Psalms chapter 109 verse 3 to 5. John chapter 13 verse 34. Philippians chapter 2 from verse 2 to 4. B. Every lost glory, wealth, wisdom, power, and favor should be restored back to Biafrans. 1 Samuel chapter 30 from verse 1 to 19. C. Restore Biafra nation this year of our Jubilee 2020, O Lord. Leviticus chapter 25 verse 8 to 10. Jeremiah chapter 33 from verse 14 to 26. Day 4. O Lord CHUKWUEMEKA Biama should settle Biafrans with her freedom and independence this year. Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 11. B. Touch the heart of saboteurs in Biafra to repent and join us, but punish those who harden their heart. Ezekiel chapter 36 from verse 26 to 32. Numbers chapter 16 from verse 1 to 33. C. Pray against every unseen forces and powers that are working to cause delay to our freedom. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12. Day 5. Arise, O Lord, and fight against our enemies. Psalms chapter 35 from verse 1 to 8. Psalms chapter 68 from verse 1 to 8. Isaiah chapter 49 from verse 24 to 26. O God, touch, change, and reprove the hearts of kings, leaders of nations, for Biafran's sake. Psalms chapter 105 from verse 14 to 15. C. CHUKWUEMEKA Biama to break down the strength of our enemies. Psalms chapter 24 from verse 1. Numbers chapter 24 from verse 2 to 10. Day 6. Afflictions will not come the second time during the war. More coronavirus will not kill again. Nahum chapter 1 from verse 3 to 9. B. That God will continue to protect, preserve our leader Mazi Okukano, our deputy leader Mazi Uchemofo, all the members of Directorate of State, and all the principal officers in IPOB, that God will give them more wisdom, singleness of heart, understanding, favor before all world power, and use them to fulfill his purpose, which is the restoration of Biafra. Psalms chapter 102 from verse 13 to 21. See that God will protect and preserve all our continental reps, national coordinators, all IPOB and Biafrans. Psalms chapter 105 from verse 12 to 22. Day 7. Thank God that Biafrans will not break down at the verge of our breakthrough. Deuteronomy chapter 3 from verse 27. Numbers chapter 20 verse 20 to 21. Jeremiah chapter 21 verse 10. B. Thanking God for answered prayers. Psalms chapter 100 from verse 1 to 5. Psalms chapter 147 from verse 1 to 20. Thank God for Biafran's freedom. Fasting is optional, but one can fast for 1 hour daily. CHUKWUEMEKA Biama will surely restore Biafran this year. Ise, prepared by Archbishop David Benedict and Evangelist Daniel Chukwu and Evangelist Ozako Nwokike for Biafran ministers. Signed by Mazi Oscar Okeke, head of IPOB Religious Affairs Committee. Announcer Okafor Chidiebere Obiora for All State Media, as directed by Mazi Iyke, led by Mrs. Obi Mboma, under the supreme leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Okukano. May CHUKWUEMEKA Biama bless Biafra.
This is a message to Biafrans in North Carolina, USA. If you are listening to this message right now, then you know the situation at home. The time to sit on the fence and watch has passed. Don't wait another day. Wherever you are in the state, call us to find out about IPOB in North Carolina and how you can be a part of it. Call the State Principal Servant Ugo Okafor at 336-685-1811. Again, that number is 336-685-1811. I remain your humble brother, Iyke.
All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. I want to keep you informed that most of the information you need about Radio Biafra USA's, you can go to ipobinusa.org. All our old programs are there. They're relaying every day, and then get the information you need. That website is well built, and you can get as much information as you need there. It's ipobinusa.org. You can make your payments there. It's very convenient. Something that, and the Radio Biafra is always there, airing there 247. So you can go in there if you missed any of the programs. You can go back. They have a file there, a folder there that tells you. All you need to do is just push the button, and then you will know exactly what you are supposed to listen to. Whichever one you want to listen to. The old programs are all there. All right, this morning I had a clip from one of our brothers from Biafra land in Warri, and telling about the situation and what is going on in Warri, Biafra land. And the soldier that they said they arrested, we are still waiting for them to show us proof, because normally we know that in the zoo, which is very, very wrong, they do that when they arrest somebody and the police wants to show that they have been doing such a great job. They parade the person around with the cameras and allowing journalists to come and question the person. So what's different between this soldier? It's a terrible situation. These people are killing our people every day. They come to America, they're asking for help, financial help or whatever, to fight Boko Haram. And all they do is turn it against their own people, turn it against the natives, the people, the indigens. We are used to it. Unfortunately for them, the camera is rolling everywhere. It happens every single day. I saw one yesterday that was so... In fact, I tried to get that video, but I could not. Actually, I got it, but I don't think I want to use it because this is not a video show. If it was like I was on TV, then I can throw it in, because they see the way they hold this guy and they were hitting him like he was an animal. These people are terrible. The same behavior that the Hausa Fulani or the Fulani, the headsmen, the same way that they drag their cow, they hit their cows, that's exactly what they're used to it. As children, they start training them to be nomads, to be headsmen. And when you look at them, I know growing up, what we used to see them carry is they have a cane behind their neck, and they are always holding that cane. And what is it for? Is to hit the cow. Now they've forgotten that humans are not, anyway, they value cows more than humans actually. So if they can hit the cow, they can as well hit. That's exactly what they are passing on. They grow up with it. That's what they know how to do. We used to have a saying in those days, Hausa Nota. They carry their bows and their arrows in case if animals attack their cow, but the cane, that particular cane I'm talking about, they have it behind their neck. Their two hands are holding it. That's the way they go. Anytime they swing it out, is to smack the cow that is trying to misbehave. So that's exactly what they are passing to us. They are using it as humans, but you know what? I can't see Abahono. They are very, very soon they will see what they are doing, because there's no way they are going to stop us. Britain is their master. Britain is the one that is doing all this. Believe me sincerely, Biafrans are not held in Biafra land because of because of the Fulanis. No. They can't stop us. They're wasting their time. It is Great Britain. They hate us so much that I don't know what we did to them. The hatred didn't start today. Yesterday, I read something that was written, I think, around 1930, 40 something, that Zik was from Nnamdi Azikiwe. They struggled. These people saw this whole thing long time ago. He was made to speak for the Igbo Union. I think I saw it somewhere. Somebody sent it to me. I read it halfway. It was such a very long, and when I see an article that is so long, I get so pissed off, because sometimes irrelevancy is, you don't have to make it that long, make it boring. I only feel that when somebody makes an article that long, he does not really want you to read it because, okay, let me take this from our brother in Warri, Biafra land.
Hello Nigerians, my name is Shegun Olo and this is Objective Media. 2 days ago, to be specific, Delta State was in the news with respect to certain violence in some parts of Warri, where soldiers were said to have clashed with residents in Warri, and one person was shot dead. Today, I'm live to give you updates from Warri, Delta State, and somebody who is leader of the security movement, well, on top of the situation in Warri, is live with me to be giving us updates on the situation. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of you have already been worried about what happened. Well, some of you already saw the video. I'm also aware that yesterday, a lot of you are also aware that the Nigerian army came up to say that they have already arrested other soldiers who are threatening to rape women in Warri and also infect them with HIV/AIDS virus. So today we want to know what exactly is happening. So I'm live with somebody who is in Delta State, who is one of the executive members of the security movement. Is going to be telling us the situation of update as they have been able to handle it and what the calm is right now, or whether they are still pandemonium. So I'm not going to be the one to disclose what is happening to you. He's going to be giving us the situation update. His name is Comrade Orishegbemi Etuwewe. He's spokesperson of the Security Zionist movement worldwide. He's a lawyer and he's live with me right now. Good afternoon to you, comrade. How are you?
I'm doing fine, and you?
I'm sorry, I'm having too many calls disturbing right now.
Okay.
Can you hear me, comrade?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. So, can you give us a situation update right now? How did you handle the situation, and what is the situation like right now in Delta State, especially in Warri?
Well, life right away. Warri is gradually returning to normalcy.
Okay.
But you see, there's a post-trauma shock resulting from the death of a youth, a 28-year-old Joseph Pesu, who was premeditatedly murdered by one of the Nigerian army personnel at around at Ugbuangwe in the heart of Warri a few days ago, coming from the directive of the state governor of Delta State. As we speak today, peace and normalcy is gradually returning to the troubled area as the spokesperson of the Security Zionist movement worldwide. Take it from me, and this is the position of events, that Warri is gradually experiencing normalcy, and the stay-at-home shutdown directive is being complacently complied with.
There are words you use that I am also curious about now. You said it was a premeditated murder. Can you clarify what you mean by that? Premeditated murder.
Yes, the death of Joseph Pesu, 28-year-old Joseph Pesu in Warri, was premeditated because premeditation here means something that is intentionally done, something that was not done out of accident or recklessness, or something that was not done out of provocation or with a bid to carry out self-defense.
Was the disease targeted? Was the deceased targeted? Was it targeted?
It was targeted. It was targeted. It was targeted.
Any provocation?
It was targeted. It was aimed. It was aimed.
Any provocation?
The young man was aimed. The disease was aimed at by the military personnel. It was aimed at and shot. And we have this in evidence because he was not alone in the vehicle. He was driving with someone on the car on the passenger side, who has given a statement at the area commander in Warri, where the so-called Nigerian army personnel who shot at the guy is being arrested and detained at the moment, pending investigation. So, in response to your question, he was aimed at and was shot severally. The scenario is this, because I'm on ground, so I will give you a report if this is my verbal, if this is my verbis. The young man was flagged at the time. He was flagged down, and not knowing what the army had in mind, he was flagged down, and he didn't stop. They went ahead and shot at his tires. So the tires were deflated, and he came down, looked at the tires, and zoomed off. He knew that the army in question now stopped another vehicle, asked the vehicle to drive him off, and pursued and gave a hot chase to the disease. And he drove after the disease, and ensuring that the disease was killed, so that the disease will not have any testimonial or evidence, orally or otherwise, against him. That is the tradition of the Nigerian army, or the military, as it were. And a hot pursuit was made with the disease, and at the time the army caught up with the diseased vehicle. The army came down, and brought the young man down, having shot at his tire and shot at him several times until it was discovered dead. This is an eyewitness account to that effect. The young man who was by the side of the deceased zoomed off and raised an alarm. Then at that community, the residents in that area all came around and rounded up the Nigerian army, the military guy. A woman who was living in the community flagged her ID card as a police officer, and it was then they now realized that the young man was shot and man was dead, and they now effected an arrest on the soldier and carted away to the A Division, where he is right now on detention. So it was a malicious and premeditated act.
What we saw on social media also claimed that there were reprisals by youth in the community. Were there reprisals by youth in the community? And what was it like? We also learned that a soldier was killed. Was it the same soldier who shot at the deceased that was killed, according to reports, or was that also was it another soldier man altogether?
I have no information of a soldier being killed by youths. I have no information to that effect. But we know that when a soldier kills someone, or if someone is dead by the reason of the gunshot of another person, there will be overt reaction, general, natural, spontaneous reaction. So that reaction was that reaction by the community or residents came on the heels of the death of that young man, and no soldier was killed. The community and the youth and the residents don't have the means to kill a soldier. They are not armed. They are all unarmed youths. So there are no militia amongst them. So I want to debunk the assertion that a soldier was killed. It's not to my knowledge as the spokesperson of the Czechoslovak movement.
We have also not heard the Nigerian army. We have not also heard the Nigerian army saying any soldier was killed. So I will agree with you on that no soldier was killed. But we heard that the culprit, the soldier, is an unknown soldier. But you are confirming to us now that he has been arrested. So it is not a case of an unknown soldier here.
It's not a case of an unknown soldier. The identity is clear.
Okay.
Unequivocally clear as I speak with you, because the soldier is in detention. Okay, it's not a matter of an unknown soldier. Yes. Okay. He's an employee of the Nigerian army.
Okay, so how about the deceased? I'm also concerned about the deceased right now. The deceased person. Yeah. How is the family? How is the Nigerian military and the authorities? How are they responding to this situation? What are they saying right now about the deceased?
Well, the deceased family, the pursued family in Warri Kingdom, they have been thrown into the realms of bereavement, and the Nigerian army, they have not taken any responsible steps so far to assuage the tension on ground or persuade the family or send condolences to the family. We have not seen any team or delegation being led by the Nigerian army or by the government of the day to persuading or commiserating with the deceased family. So nothing as such, and we still keep our fingers crossed to see how responsible our army will be after knowingly taking the life.
Okay, this time, if you say that there is nothing from the Nigerian army or the authorities so far, meaning that this might be another case of kill and go, which is another curiosity from the public. Is this another case of kill and go? How do you ensure justice is done in this case, since no delegation has been led to you and the authority is not saying anything so far?
This cannot be another case of kill and go, because the said army in question is in detention, and he is an employee of the Nigerian army. Whether the army likes it or not is a vicarious liability. The army must take responsibility for the action of their employee. Whether the Nigerian army, the GOC, assigned him to take life, that is yet to be known. We have evidence of premeditated homicide, and he was going to be prosecuted accordingly to law.
Well, when you started, you said it was a premeditated shooting, and that you also mentioned the name of the governor. You also mentioned that it was a directive from the governor. How is the governor culpable in this?
The governor is the chief security officer of the state, and if anything happens to his domain, he will be the #1 culprit. the number one suspect. So he has to clear himself by exonerating himself that, however, he gave directive to ensure enforcement or compliance of the lockdown, and he also has to exonerate himself by saying that the directive was not to the effect that there should be a shoot at sight. That there should be a shoot at sight. But being the chief security officer of the state, he's in for this until otherwise declared.
Lastly, let us know what the situation is now after the attack, the shooting, the murder, and the reprisals. What is the situation like now, 2 days after? Are the soldiers still on the streets to continue to enforce the sit-at-home order, or are the youth saying no more sit-at-home, or what? Because we've heard, conflicting reports since then and now.
Well, at the moment, Warri, like I said, is observing the sit-at-home directive, and you know that there will not be 100% compliance because they are being bereaved. There are still soldiers around. There are still armed security personnel around the place. And for crying out loud, on this axis, we have said to the government, we have an irresponsible security agent. We do not want to see armed soldiers or armed security men. The NCDC can come in, the Nigerian police can come in, but not those who are meant to protect the territory of Nigeria or sovereignty of the country. This is just a virus, and we are not informed that the virus can be attacked by guns. So guns cannot combat the C19, neither would a long whip combat the C19. It's just civil obedience. It's just civil obedience. So if the citizen, Warri residents, fail to comply to this civil obedience of the directive from the governor of the state, get them arrested and prosecuted according to law. But what I do not know, COVID-19 is not in our criminal code. So if the citizen fails to comply with the directive of sit at home, it's not a criminal offense. So the government cannot charge any citizen for failing to stay at home. It's just a declaration, and that declaration does not amount to law because it's not a legislated law, and it's not provided by our criminal code. So for what reason has the security personnel, what reason does he have to unleash mayhem on a resident when he's not known to have committed an offense? The Constitution guarantees every citizen of this country the right to movement of the right to freedom of movement. The Constitution guarantees every citizen of this country the right to life, as provided by Section 33 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. The only way your right to life can be removed from you is if the court finds you guilty of an offense known to law, and of course the enforcement must be according to law. That's the only reason. That's the only way a man's life can be taken by law. But here, a citizen of Nigeria and the resident of Warri, his life has been taken under the directive of the government and under the premeditated action of the person, the so-called soldier in detention right now. In other parts of Warri and neighborhood, there's still tension and reprisals, but no army, no military personnel, security personnel's life is in danger. It is our lives, it is the lives of the citizens that are in danger because the government has not thought it fit and proper to ask them to quit the streets. We are not in a state of war, that this is not an act of war. It's just a virus that people say comply with directives from the government by staying at home and exercise this social distancing. But that does not amount, and it cannot amount to any security agent shooting anyone or taking anyone's life, because COVID-19 is not an offense known to law. COVID-19, C19 is not an offense known to law, and no one should be shot for that basis. On that basis.
In closing, I'm going to ask you, because you are a lawyer. Because you're a lawyer, I'm going to ask you in closing. What's your reaction to the use of soldiers to enforce, sit-at-home order like this one? And number two, do you think, I'm just going to consolidate the two questions into one. Number one is whether you think the use of soldiers to enforce this law is not unconstitutional. And number two is whether you think normalcy will return following what has happened 2 days ago.
Thank you very much. using soldiers or armed military personnel to enforce stay at home is absolutely unconstitutional and illegal. We are not in an act of war. We are not in an act of war, and we are not experiencing insecurity. COVID-19 cannot amount to insecurity. COVID-19, I repeat, cannot amount to insecurity. So using soldiers is unconstitutional. Using any armed security men to enforce the stay at home is unconstitutional ab initio, is illegal. And to me, as a lawyer and as the spokesman of the security Zionist movement, we are saying capital rejectamenta to this development. We are saying capital rejectamenta to illegality. We are saying capital rejectamenta to unconstitutionality. We are saying this is a ridiculopathy, and the state is sitting on the thalidomide, which as a reasonable Homo sapien, on behalf of the Security Zionist movement and on behalf of all Deltans and reasonable Nigerians. So this is not a welcome development. They should go to Sambisa Forest and address terrorism of the Boko Haram over there. CO19 does not amount to terrorism, and this is not an act of terrorism. So I want to say to the government of the day that they should put on their thinking cap and reason appropriately in the circumstances. So in the other question, I have answered the first leg of your question. Yes. Using armed personnel to fight COVID-19 is unconstitutional because COVID-19 does not amount to an act of terrorism. It does not amount to an act of terrorism. So it is
the second part is whether you feel normalcy can return.
A civilized nation like ours. And normalcy will return gradually. Because we are a peace-loving people. The Shekiris are a peace-loving people. Shekiri Warri residents are a peace-loving people. But there is post-traumatic experience right now because we don't know who next will be shot down by the gun of a military personnel. We don't know whose next will go down. We don't know who next will go down. So that is the confusion and that is the tension. That is the tension at the moment. We don't know who next will go down. So we are trying to keep away from the armed people. We are trying to keep away from these assassins who are in uniform. And we are trying to stay in our homes, whether they enforce it or they don't enforce it. We love our lives. Nigerians love their lives. Ishekiris love their lives. Deltans love their lives. Warri residents love their lives. So we don't need to be told to stay at home to avoiding being infected. So as we speak, normalcy is gradually restoring, and people are experiencing the lockdown or shutdown unconsciously. They're experiencing the shutdown directly.
Thank you.
All right. That was the situation in Biafra land, in Warri, to be precise. These people, what are the soldiers doing in the street with guns? Why are they out there? What is going on? Why is the world keeping quiet? These are soldiers that are supposed to protect the territory of Nigeria, isn't it? Soldiers, army, for killing, for nothing. For them, killing is a game. It's just something. But who are you even the killing they are having in Biafra land is unprecedented. There's war going on in Sambisa Forest. There's war going on with Boko Haram all the way. They come down to the peaceful area of Biafra land and start killing people. Isn't that ridiculous? And the so-called people that sit down there, the Okowa sits down there, cannot say anything. We have a police. Is it not? Let us assume that somebody wants to kill himself because he doesn't want to abide to sit at home. Directives. Simple directives are given everywhere. We've been sitting home here now for about 2 weeks. Everybody's complying. It doesn't mean you don't go out. Just go to the store, buy your food, come back to your house. Don't start walking around and, socializing and all that. No. And I still have not seen one single soldier in the streets of the United States. Not one. Even the police, they don't even stop. Believe me, it's like there's nothing, everywhere is calm. But this is where the thing is actually in New York. They stay there, all they do is come into the city, into the villages and kill people. And our governors are looking. These are people that are supposed, In fact, yesterday I saw somebody being flogged like an animal, and I read a comment that somebody wrote. Oh yeah, that serves him right. Serves him right? Are you crazy? The problem of Nigeria is so much that we don't even know where to start. There is something, honestly, the brain of most people are supposed to be removed, crushed, and then maybe replace it back if that's possible. Because we don't think like humans. I am telling you the truth. I read an article a friend wrote on Facebook this morning. He's telling Nigerian government, oh, you know, it's good for you to go back to the foreign land and bring down our people so that they don't bring COVID-19 to us. And I'm laughing. I just couldn't help. I laughed so loud, but I said, why are you laughing? And I said, no, I read something that is so funny. They want them to go and bring the Nigerians that are outside to bring them back to Biafra land. To Nigeria, so that COVID-19 will not. These are people that went through the desert. They swarmed the ocean, some of them, to get to Europe and some parts of the world where they are today. And somebody wants to take a aeroplane to go and carry them and bring them back. How is it going to happen? We're just not thinking. We just think. I don't know what language to use, to be honest. We think like people who are brainless. Soldiers are killing your families. They are destroying your homes. They're killing your mothers. They even told you, we're going to go there and rape your mother. They starve you. They keep you okay, stay at home. What are you going to eat? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Over here, people are doing everything to help. Yesterday, I was excited. I wanted to pay my mortgage yesterday. And I found out that the bank gave us break for 3 months. That's good. Because nothing is coming. No income is coming. Everybody's feeling it. In Nigeria, all they do is bring koboko outside and flog you. And then they will show us a governor who is sharing gari and fufu. Governor sharing food. Hypocrisy. Why does he need to share food? He could have as well been one of the contractors that are constructing the road. Let us tell ourselves the simple truth. This is time. Like I said it yesterday. Somebody had said it. Somebody had called in and said, the rats are all in their holes. This is the hunting time. Aeroplane not a common anymore. Everybody there inside that country right now. This is the time you can get up and take back your land. Don't sit down there and wait. Because, before we say when it will happen, they will jump aeroplane and they will fly out. Today they can't fly out. Their plane cannot fly to anywhere. They're there for home. Those that are outside cannot stay there. They are lucky. But those who are there inside. Somebody yesterday made a very good speech. Said during the hunting season, when they burn the bushes and then they look at the holes, they know that when the bush is burning, all the animals will get in their holes because they don't want to be burned in the fire. So that's when to go to dig that hole and bring them out. That's exactly what is going on in the zoo right now. All of them are there. All of them there. Make una not fear anything. Come out. Look at them. They're murdering you. They're killing you. They're telling you openly what they're going to do to your parents. Nigeria Army. These people, this is not like they say. The man is in military uniform. He's talking and his friends are chorusing behind him. So it's like, what has your mother got to do with what is happening in the country? What has raping your mother got to be part of reprisal for what you did? Because this is what they have used to do it. They know how to do it. They know how to do it. Our leader have said it here several times and we think it's a joke. All they live for is to rape. Fulani, rape and beat up women. That's all they are in. For them, human beings don't mean anything. Every day they are killing, people are getting more tension. Don't sit down there and wait because they are not going to stop killing. Take the country into your 1 million people in the street and Nigerian army will run. I swear to God. 1 million armless people in the street. This is 200 million people. Come out to the street and take back your country. Stop fooling yourself and think that it go good. It go good. When is it going to be good? When? It go better? It go better. Okay. Our great-grandfathers talk and say it go better. Our grandfathers say it go better. My father said it go better. Me, I there too. I don't go join them. And I see it go better. Which I go better? Stop fooling yourself. Get up and take back your land. This is
Nigerians.
Listen to this.
The word was not just this morning. I was talking about the need why the government should make provision for the people to eat. That is not easy for one to stay in a place without food for too long, because the politicians, them Okowa, the governor of that state under the PDP party, they already have food stored in their houses. They have drinks, everything. They now expect the people to comply to stay at home. They not make food available. That those who have food to sell within the area, they already inflated their prices because the demand is higher than the supply that they have. Now, someone has been killed. Someone has been shot dead, shot twice. Because he went out to go and because he was going to get food for his family. Just between the distance between, let's say, 5 to 10 kilometers, Ubeji to Obuangwe, the soldier chased him. Soldier that was on checkpoint, they stopped him to ask him definitely where he's coming from, which we expect every responsible person to do. So it was on the way stopping, or about to stop, they released the fire at him through the door that pierced his waist. Then the guy was going to trying to be smart, this guy is going to kill us. I think there were two of his friends with him. So he had to start running with the car, he drove out, and the soldier man stopped a vehicle that was coming from that side and used that vehicle to chase after this guy. They shot his tires and he ran into a Varenka's closed street on the Boangwe. There he had to stop and call. He was running on the empty wheel and he came down to run for his dear life and they shot him in a close range. Then he died. Look, this one will not end like Ogbeonokpite that was killed in the time of Udwara's government. That if the Olu of Warri, whose subject has been murdered in Inos territory in Buangwe, and the NYC, the Shekiru Youth Council, under the leadership of Comrade Abbas, did not act on this, including the government not doing anything about this, Buhari not doing anything about this, then I will be compelled, on behalf of my family, the Pemut family, to join the Pesu family, and we'll go into war with the government. Even though if we're going to die, let us die, because we don't even know who's going to die next. Because if this stay at home continue for the next 2 weeks and the government not provide food for the people, not give them electricity, the people will be compelled to come out. For we will rather die by the bullet, killed by the governor, the president, or whoever that is going to give that law, than being killed by starvation in our houses because we do not have food to eat. Enough is enough. May God punish you all that is behind this evil against our society.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Starvation. This is the time all of you now forget about all this, the anger. The rats are all in their holes. They can't go anywhere. This is the time. They not go fly out. Before I say when it happen, they go fly. No. Not even a helicopter will go up. Where you go land? No, you go land. So they are there with you. Do what you have to do. Wake up from your slumber and take back your life. Take back your destiny from these people because they have done enough. There's no way they're going to change. You're expecting them to change? Forget it. They're not going to change. They are going to be there and humiliating you and raping your mothers and your brothers and your whoever is valuable to them. They tell you very plainly that we're going to go to Warri and rape your mother and give them HIV. Telling you that all the soldiers in Nigeria has HIV. The world is trying to eradicate that kind of thing, and then the soldiers in Nigeria are the ones spreading it because they already told us what they're going to do. The same soldiers, the same army will go to America and go to Europe and go to Great Britain, go wherever they want to go and solicit for arms. They go to World Bank. They are looking for money. To do what? To go and kill more people. No. The world has to wake up to this. The world has to wake up to this. Enough is enough. This is the time I'm talking to you. Now, I'm not talking about Biafrans because we know what to do and we are getting the right way. And let's look at the Uduwas. And the Arewas, whoever you are, get up and take your life back into your hands. Because all the rats that are killing you, they're all in the zoo right now. They can't go anywhere. They are all there. The hunting season is now. This is the time. Don't wait for the forest to grow back. No. They have burned the bush. The fire is there. And when the fire comes in, you know what? All the rats and the animals run into their holes to be safe. And that means they are at home. When the bush is there, they all come out. You know, they run around, so you can't even get them together in one place. Today, they are all there. They can't go anywhere. There's no flight that will take them out of Nigeria. They are there. This is the time you have to wake up and take back your country. No plane go fly them all. The airports are closed. They can't go anywhere. They can't. They can't come to America. America has to deal with its own problems. You don't bring the thing there from. Stay in your home. Get stuck. I know my friend who has gone to Nigeria. He called me yesterday. He doesn't even know when he's coming back. I say, stay there. Enjoy yourself. Have fun with them. Just make sure that you save your money, because if you run out of money that day, you go no say cannot be later. So what we are saying is, it's not funny, but this is the time. Honestly speaking, it is the hunting time for you to go out there and take back what belongs to you. Don't sit down at home and die of hunger. They are keeping you in the house, no food. They are flogging you, they're killing you if you come out. What kind of life is that? What kind of life is that? When I listen to people like this young man who has just spoken, you see frustration in him. You see the way he's breathing. He's so angry inside. Don't let that anger carry your friends, make on an enter street. 1 million of you outside, soldiers will run. I've told you that. They can't do nothing. They should go back to their barracks. They should go back and protect the territory of Nigeria, not inside Warri Town. Not on Biafra land, anywhere in Biafra land. What are they doing in the cities carrying their guns about? What are they doing? Is that their job? The stooges that they put in office, they call themselves governors of the state. What is wrong with Okowa coming and say, you know what, I don't want soldiers in Delta State? You have the right to say it. That's your home. We have police. We have policemen. Why do you need soldiers in the street? Are you fighting any COVID-19? Are they Boko Haram? Are they soldiers? Why do you need gun to fight COVID-19? Why? It's not done anywhere in the world except in the zoo. Somebody say, why are you calling Nigeria a zoo? It's a zoo. It's worse than a zoo. Stop lying to yourself and stop this ostrich behavior. I love what you are saying is nice, but I don't like you. I don't even know where it is. I told you I didn't read the whole article, but when I started reading it, it became too long, so I just said, because it's like they were repeating themselves. All they were struggling for was to keep that thing called Nigeria. That nightmare that Lord Lugard created. That the Flora Shaw gave a name and called it nigger area. And you think you can keep it, and you think it's going to work? Who is Flora Shaw? We're not even married to Lord Lugard at the time. When they go church, when you go church, they say, okay, we want to baptize you. Baptizing doesn't mean you don't have a name. They want to see if your name has, because people believe that the name you answer reflects your personality, to be honest with you. That's why most of us feel comfortable calling your own name and see how easy it is for you to call your name. Pronounce your own name. I am on the radio, it happens all the time. Tell us who is calling. I am before I have your it's like you're thinking your name. Better your name. That's the name they know you for. Flora Shaw came in and gave you a name. Nigger area. And you have been answering nigger area since 1914. And things are getting worse and worse. Take a statistics. Just take a map and tell me if there is anywhere you can see the map going in. No, it's going down to the valley. Every single day it gets worse. Then somebody comes out to speak the truth, you all hate him. Oh, he's very insulting. Oh, he's very arrogant. He's insulting people. He's insulting people, yeah. And he's getting results. The quinine that is so bitter, that's what cures malaria. Any sweet medicine not a cure of sickness. Oh. There's no medicine that I know that tastes good, to be honest. But in the end, it solves your problem. They call it dis-ease. You are not at ease. So what the medicine does is that it wants to put you back, it want to make you easy. So it's not going to be easy. It's not going to easy and easy. It's not going to make you be nice for you. You don't part. Somebody was asking me, it's so funny. He said, how come he was watching I don't know how I would like to describe evangelistic church, something on TV. He was the one watching, and the pastor was screaming and screaming and screaming. And the guy asked me, do they have to scream? I say, well, look at it technically. Look at it this way. Are you going to tell the Satan to come out? Say, Satan, I beg now, come out. No, you have to scream at it. So screaming is still part of it. What we are doing today, we are telling you is that name, nigger area. It was a name given to you by that somebody who does not even regard you as anything. And the person have gone. Why do you want to answer the same name? It's just like Roots. When I watched Roots as a young man, as a very young teenager, Kunta Kinte, when they were trying to give me a name, he said, no, my name is... Because you are giving him a name that does not resonate with him. So he's still reminding you that my name is Kunta Kinte. That's the name that he knows. The name that we know is Biafra. Why would the white man come and call us nigger area? And we have been suffering since then. And we want to remain that suffering. Because our children, nobody tells us. We know there is something wrong with us, but because nobody has told us about it. That's why the IPOB movement grew so fast. Because Nnamdi Kanu came up and started dishing out the truth. And people start asking questions that they couldn't ask, that was, dwelt within them, that they didn't know how to voice it out. I read something somebody wrote on Facebook. He said, my father is dead. My father is not alive. But believe me sincerely, if he was alive today, I will strangle him, because he didn't tell me any of these stories. But the truth is, your father didn't even know the story. To be honest, in fairness to him, he probably didn't know. Because the white man said, you know what, these Biafran people, they are too smart, they are intelligent, so make sure that you divide them, cut them off in pieces, and let them not know that they are related in any shape or form. That will make somebody whose name is Uzodimma will tell you, no, I'm not Igbo, I am Niger Delta. What does it mean? Uzodimma. It's not Igbo, it's Niger Delta. Obiaroko is not Igbo, it's Niger Delta. And the funny thing is that when they talk, it's a dialect in the Igbo language. Believe me. Ogwashi person talks to you here as Ahaba. The same thing. Igbos. But the truth is that they have been brainwashed to believe that they are not. So that is what we are trying to decrystallize. That's what they call decrystallization. You have been crystallized into certain system. So to bring you back, that is what our leader is trying, and he's doing a great job on that. We are Biafrans. We have always been Biafrans before they came and took us. What we are saying is, we are not trying to take what doesn't belong to us. What we are saying is, we are not Nigerians. We are Biafrans and we want to remain Biafrans. Allow us to go, get away from our land, and allow us to manage our life. If we decide in the end, they say you will suffer. Yes, we want to suffer. We like to suffer. Decrystallization is suffering, actually. For you to decrystallize something, suffering must come into it. There is no way you're going to just melt. An ice block will just melt. No, you got burn on fire now. When you put fire into it, then it will melt. It will go back to what it was before you brought them together. There is nothing. Gold, you cannot dig up crude oil, the so-called crude oil they're talking about. Drug it up and then put it in the car. It's going to knock your engine. It has to be burnt. That is the burning, is the suffering. That is the suffer. So we want to go to Biafra, let us go and suffer. In the end, it will bring us glory. Leave us alone. The problem we have is that you people don't want us to go. You don't want us to stay. You don't want us to go. What do you want? What exactly do you want from us? Great Britain, we're asking you this question. What do you want from Biafrans? Let us go. You won't let us go. You won't make us comfortable. What kind of wickedness is this? Because you are the ones holding us. The Fulanis cannot hold us. They know that. They know that. You helped them fight us in the 60s. And you think we don't know? Of course we know. Because I was in the war. I know what I saw in the war. There was none of them. There was these Egyptian pilots that were dropping the bombs. You know, when they take the bomb, they have to drop it somewhere. So the best place to drop it is in the marketplace, where women and children are. In the churches. They never come close to the war fronts. Oh yes, because we like them to come. We had rifles, we had bazookas, we could not bring it down. But no, they don't want to go there. They want to go drop the bombs, go there, collect their money because they are mercenaries. They go to the marketplace, they go to the villages and they drop it there. And you think that is the kind of... Give us chance, just give us one-on-one with Fulanis. And they'll be out. I have said it before and I'm saying it again. Let us go. We want our land to ourselves. But if you force us into war, you are going to, I'm telling you, we are going to fight you up to Sokoto. We are going to take part of Sokoto from you. Abuja is Ofenkufu. Just leave us alone. We are not taking any of those places now. We want to be left alone in Biafra land. We know our geographical map, where we belong. We are going to go there. Anybody who doesn't want to belong to us who is in the geographical map, it's referendum. You have a right to say, I don't want to belong. I don't want to be Biafra. I want to die within the Hausa. Go ahead. I want to become a northerner. I want to join Ududuwa. Just put it, not one person, but everybody will say that. When you cast and you win, you go. If you don't win, you stay. At least you have a choice. How many times are we going to say this? How many years are we going to say this? The Great Britain people, I don't know what Great Britain is afraid of. I don't know what the Nigerians are, the other part of the zoo, I don't know what you are afraid of. You don't like us, you don't want us. We are complaining that, okay, according to you, we complain that we are marginalized. Everybody is, yeah, you like, slavery is two types. There is a house slave, that is the farm slave. The house slave might be very happy. At least he's eating. Even if he's not eating when the master is there, whatever the master leaves, he's going to eat because he's not going to go outside to look for food. Whatever he's going to eat is the same thing that the Oga is eating. Even if they say go and wash the pot and he looks at the pot, there are crumbs there, he will take it. The one in the field is the one that has to suffer and make money and everything. But you know what? The man inside, the slave inside there doesn't even know that there's freedom to the man on the outside. He's free. He's breathing good air. It's not the air-conditioned thing. Maybe in the winter time he might look for a shelter, yes. But at least he's free. The same thing with dogs. I have a dog in the house, Mink, that once in a while you take him on a walk and he's on a latch, then you bring him back. But there are ones that are out there who will go to the trash can and chop waiting a one chop. Mink can't even eat the food that drops on the floor. He has his own plate. So this is control. That's what some people think is life. That's why I go to the zoo today. There are people who will sit down there and tell you, we don't say that man not be Buhari, but whoever is there, let him continue. Because you're used to being an idiot. They said that the sweet of the orange juice is in the testing. If you have not drank orange juice, you're not going to miss it. There are many of them there who think that what they are going through is normal life. Honestly speaking. I don't blame them either. Because they're in an enclosure. There's this Shakespearean or whatever philosophical story about people who were in the cave and they didn't see anything. And then when they came out, they just seeing the light. It's like they want to run back into the cave the first time. Because they didn't know there was something else beyond that darkness. So the light just hit their eyes. Were like, no, this must be evil. We are saying, wake up, Biafrans. This is your opportunity. For those of you in the zoo, this is your own chance too. COVID-19 has given you the opportunity because these people that are killing you, they are not outside. They are in that country right now as we speak. They can't go anywhere. Because, all of them, I heard Obiano himself, it wasn't Obiano, I'm sorry. I think Chibika Mechi, there's a video he made and that in the early days, that I know how many countries that will give me asylum. My planes are there waiting for me. It happened, I will jump on the plane and go on and take an asylum. This was a video. It wasn't that somebody said he said. That is where their mind is going. They are doing what they are doing because they think when it happens, they're going to go. This is the time. They are all in their holes. They can't go anywhere. If you don't do anything today, COVID-19 come pass, the bush will grow back. And they will all come out of their hibernation and start looking for food in the bush. So this is the time for you to wake up from your slumber, wake up and take back your land. There is nothing anybody can do. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Iyke Peters. I have to open up the line for you to make your calls. But before I do that, I have got to let you take a very little announcement. And let me not go to the announcement right now. I'll go back to it later. But for now, like I said before, you people have the opportunity to get up from your slumber and take over your land, because all the rats are in the hole. I'll take a very short break and I'll be back with you to open up the line for you.
Family, Ipob, Anagwo, I am at the point of no return. Omanwa Koromwe, Yenda Nema Yopiojo, Iyke Buso Haga, Ako Unachi Biafra no Gaga Lota, one is Iputipia de Wenako, Iyke Wonandai Kama, Kanazo Desia Yukulisi, Rodinidia Yuwe slave. Achito mmadụ, achito nama. Mgbe ụfọdụ mmadụ ga-awụzi ya nama n'anya. Onye ekwu okwu asịsị weta ka ekwu. We can't continue like this. We have come to restore Biafra or die restoring Biafra. Agha. Ipob bịa n'Igbo agha. Ipob bịa n'Igbo agha. Ipob bịa n'Igbo agha. Ụmụ Chineke abịawa Igbo agha. Anyị ga-ebuso agha. Anyị ga-ebuso agha n'elu ụwa. Ihe ndị na-eme anyị obi ọjọọ. Anyị ga-ebuso agha. Ajọ mmụọ nke bukọtara nwa Naịjirịa anyị na-ebuso agha. Mkpakpa ahụ Britain kpara iji megide ụmụ Chineke. Ihe ndị so n'ihe na-eme anyị obi ọjọọ n'ụwa. Anyị ga-ebuso agha. Anyị ga-ebuso agha. Agha, 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 agha. Ipob bịa n'Igbo agha. Ipob bịa n'Igbo agha. Ipob bịa n'Igbo agha. Ọhamadika bịa n'Igbo agha. Ipob bịa n'Igbo agha. Ụmụ Chineke abịawa Igbo agha. Ipob bịa n'Igbo 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 agha. Ụmụ Chineke abịawa Igbo agha. Ipob bịa n'Igbo agha. Ihe ndị ahụ ihe na-eme anyị obi ọjọọ. The level of corruption and the injustice nọ na Nigeria na-eme anyị obi ọjọọ. Ya mere ndị anyị dịrị ka anyị ga-anọchite anya anyị n'ọnụwọ Nigeria ga-abụzi akpa ha ka ha mụ na uche Caliphate ka ha na-emezi, wee were ndụ anyị wee na-emere ihe egwuregwu. Hapụ Biafra ka ọ na-asị mba. Tritienu Biafra fine asị mba. Ị ga-ajụ ọchịcha jụ ị ga-aga mba ị ga-ahọrọ n'ofe. Nigeria ka na-ekwu okwu enweghị ọkụ na enweghị okporo ụzọ n'obodo Chukwu nna gọziri agọzi wee were ihe niile wee chọọ ya mma. Okorobịa gụcha yunivesiti pụta bụ end up ịgba keke na ịgba ọkada. N'osi na ọdụ mmasị mmadụ ejiwe.
All right, I'm back again on seat. Don't forget that today at 7 p.m. tonight, our leader, Mazi will be having a live broadcast on Radio Biafra USA 2. I mean USA, I'm sorry, not Radio Biafra USA 2, I'm sorry. We are having a live broadcast of our leader at 7 p.m. Biafra land time. Stay tuned wherever you are. It will be on FM, Facebook. You go to IPOBinusa.org. The call is going to be there. All about the media today, 7 p.m. It's continuing with the coronavirus, COVID-19 issue that what we're talking about is unveiling. Very interesting, getting more and more interesting every day. We are Biafrans and we have a leader that is telling us the truth and giving us information. So please stay tuned. Make sure that you synchronize your time wherever you are in the geographical area you are in the world. You synchronize your time to 7 p.m. Biafra land time. That's when he's going to be on the air. All right, the line is open for you to make your calls. When you call, please consider the others that are trying to get in also. 646 and 920-4541. 570-352-8442. +1 and 929-406-9953. We are also on Skype. The Skype number is 845-283-9665. This is Radio Biafra. The line is open. Continue making your calls and tell us the issues that, especially what we're talking about today, about the criminality of the Nigerian army, what they are doing to our people. What do you know and what do you think? Call us. All right, caller on WhatsApp. Are you there? Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon from here, my big brother.
You're the first caller today. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Mazi, my name remains Ugo. I'm calling from London here. I say, guide and protect each of us that is working assiduously to restore Biafra. Our leader is deputy. I salute you all. Mazi, there's something I'm angry about this morning. And these people have been, taking the piece of us for a long time. But our people, I don't know if our people are still catching up or they are not catching up. How these people come with their evil. Mazi, how can, like as you said, when these people catch any armed robber or whoever, they will parade it in a camera in the news for the whole world to see the face of that person.
Yes.
They will let the whole world see, this, like those criminals they catch in Abuja or certain time. They parade them. But I'm asking our own people, at this point of time, Director have been teaching us something we need to know, that the zoo is a liar, the zoo is there to kill you. Since I've been listening to I never believed any damn thing coming out from the zoo. How come some people, by this point in time, they will tell you that the army man is killed, and you believe it, that army man was killed? How? Do you think if any army man was killed in that place, don't you know that these useless people now will go on news?
Yes.
The people I even think they know, still they don't know. How come people like Magnus Oraka will come out and do video? Even before he saw that video, before he played that video of Magnus Oraka, I was angry. I've watched that video, but I was angry. How can you come and say you did not condole of the killing of army while you haven't done your investigation? This is what you had in the news, in the mouth of this Fulani herdsmen, the system to come and kill our people down there. You come up and do video and say you're not support of killing an army. How on earth do you think that our people kill army? For Christ's sake, how do you think that if one army is down, don't you know how these people will come out and let the whole world know that army is dead? If they want to kill our people, they will say the army is dead. If they want to burn our village, they will say army is dead. Can't our people start reading the handwriting on the wall?
Yes.
Does it mean our people are no more? Does it mean that our people did not understand what our leader was preaching for a long time? You can see the thing you played here now. Immediately you play it, my brother I was angry. I said, there's no army was dead. There's no any army.
No.
These people just want to use this opportunity to kill our people.
Yeah. That's cost. Yep.
They want to kill our people. They knew that the people that we target is Biafrans. They will know that our people must surely come out one way or the other, and their people, they say everybody to sit at home, and it's not going to be 50-50. This guy was coming, and Okowa has to take responsibility. Who knows if Okowa asked to kill that man, because they said the guy was coming towards his end.
Yeah.
There must be who is going to carry this investigation for this army to chase this boy, chase him, and shot him in this close range. There must be that army know that guy. There must be something. You can't do. You shot that guy tires, and then you didn't get him. Allow him to go. You bought another car to chase him. Went there and shot him in a close range to show you that
he wanted to kill the guy. Yes, I know.
He wanted to kill the guy.
Yeah.
That soldier knows. Either they have bribed him to kill that guy. Somebody knows something. That guy was set up. Either they told him to come and they're along the road, because they knew when he come out, that army, they will confront him the way they do their thing. And then somebody knows why that guy was get shot. Somebody knows something. And these people will come out, said that a soldier is killed, and it's fallacy. And that is what they want you to be saying in the social media, so that the international community will say, oh, why did you kill me? But it's lying. They don't know any soldier. How can you kill a soldier with a rifle? How? Mazi, if you go to social media, some idiot, I keep telling them there is no any soldier that was killed. None of them was even injured. None. Can't you understand if Fulani wants to kill you? See, our people, Mazi, I don't know. Gowon and Obasanjo and Babangida, still up by this time. They divide our people, call them name, neither Delta, South, this, that. They give them name just to make us fight ourselves.
Yeah.
That is, we didn't even show any. Still, our people didn't still learn from that dividing. You can see somebody from Isialuku, we call his name Igbo name. When you confront him, you speak to him as a brother. He will tell you it's not an Igbo.
Yeah.
But that is not what we are asking now. You will see. He will tell you that it's not Igbo. Man, but let me ask you, that many we are bearing, I have asked many of them, some of them, ask people, that name, Okechukwu, we are bearing, is it Fulani name? They will say no. Is it Hausa name? No. Is it Yoruba name? No. So tell me the meaning of that name? Mm-hmm. But our people are but let's keep the on the social media that soldier was killed. There is no any soldier was killed.
All right, thank you very much. The line, hello? All right, let me take another call. Thank you very much for your call. Caller on Skype. Caller on Skype, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. All right, caller on Skype just dropped. I don't know what happened. The Skype thing was coming too loud, and it was, I don't know, I hate this sound when I hear it. I don't know how to mute it, so I don't really hear the ringing. All right, so like my brother was just saying, we are the same. Because when you listen to this so-called Niger Delta, listen to them talk. You discover that they are speaking Igbo in a different dialect. Because if you listen to them very well, you will understand every single thing they are saying. There is no way. I used to, Iyke and the rest of them, these people were people that said, they just Christian them Niger Delta, and then they forget that they are Igbos. Ogwashi ukwu, Ibuzo, Igbo binozo. I mean, it's Ahaba. But even Onyonica in those days, I see Igbo. Igbo means that they are not Igbo. Wherever they come from, the point is that for me, those things were just slangs that they were using. They know very well that that's what they are. Even Ogoni people answer Amadi, and Amadi is supposed to be Igbo name, right? All right, let's see. This caller on Skype, are you there? Good morning.
Yeah, my beloved veteran, our veteran. Good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi, bless CHUKWUEMEKA for the good health to all of us today, Biafrans all over the world. Mazi, I demand Waja miscount. Okay, for no see you. Okay, for no see you is from Omaka. Omaka is in all province, Biafra land. I am calling from Warsaw, Poland right now. Mazi, I appreciate our onion as well as those people hearkening to his voice, and as well as every hardcore Biafra, the fanatical Biafrans all over the world. I said, CHUKWUEMEKA keep all of all. We shall see Biafra.
You see?
Mazi, by 1969, Martin Luther was battling with this struggle that gave people, we blacks all over the world, life like a man they call it. People we are doubting in again when we see again we see. But today, people all over the world, all the blacks in America, they have say now. They Ipob. Somebody gave them that life. This is the same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing now. Mazi Igbo na-ekwu okwuta waga hope we gola. Nnamdi Kanu is truly our leader. And Nnamdi Kanu said he would destroy that country with only the truth. And after which Somalia will be better than that country. Yes. That is where we are heading to.
That's right.
Mazi, you know all the things that is happening. Igbo na-ekwu ntamaka na-egbu nwe bene. Ihe na-egbu ebene bụ mkpụmọnụ onye ekpe ewe ebene nke wee mere ofu onye iwe na-ewe akara enye ala. You see what these army people are? This is the Biafra, France, and Nigeria as a whole will rise and stop this nonsense. Like they are all how we hand on our piano.
Yes.
Nobody goes out. On one end up and they continue bragging. You cannot push us and tell us where we will fall. Yeah. You kill people, you rape people, and the most you infect them, our mothers, and they fed them, which we've been discussing. All of them are infected. But we should see how it goes. Director Nnamdi Kanu has broken all the legs of every big politician in that country, except in Ababa Rebe. He has broken all their legs. Yes. All of them will stay there. And one day, Lord, we get all set, all Mazi, all set, all.
What happened to the Skype? Skype is not behaving well this morning too.
But let people come up. Let them come up, and let us face these people. Yeah, one after the other. Let all of them come up now. Mazi, you see how Britain existed from European Union.
Yes.
But do you know that before Macron, Angela Merkel, all of them they're heading to they're going to the America, these useless American presidents are running to them. But the extent hand on that, they are going to Africa. All of them are heading to Africa. Before African leaders will be coming to them. For you to know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is entering.
Yes.
You look at how they are looking for. All of them are running to Africa. Watch it. Macron has gone. All of them are going to Africa. Before our president go to things are the table is turning around. Everything is turning around against them now. We thank Onyendo for what he is doing.
Yes.
Mazi, that the killing of that our brother, that Biafran. Mazi, there is a connection. Okowa knows about it. Mazi, if there is no connection, that animal has already. Blood. He would have killed that alone. He would have killed everybody.
Yes.
But he selected only that guy.
Yeah.
He wasted that guy.
Yes. Yes.
What we are saying, the whole world is seeing everything. The whole world is seeing everything. And we will continue to expose this contraption, this guinea pig country called Nigeria. And Brutai is in charge now. Let him know that at Robert Razen, he will face the wrath.
Yes.
People are taking notice. The whole world is watching. The eyes of the world, people are making video. Mazi, Biafra never tell all these white people what is going. Even the man, let them know that the eyes of the world are on them. And Biafrans on the wind, the one we are getting there.
Yeah.
But they cannot push us, Mazi, to start when we are not ready.
Yes.
Except when Nnamdi Kanu and the leadership of IPOB, we know what to do. And that I will know. That is Sokoto. The director said it. That thing in Sokoto will see it.
Yes.
It's not that know how to speak to what they call it, head speech. This is head speech. So the highest I know that You will rape our mother without condom. You will infect them.
I know.
Let us see how it goes. What we are telling our neighbors, let them come up, let them work up, let them be needful, and let us get out of this contraction. We Biafra, no what we want. I got me okay, but I might think I drop here. I remain okay for it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you again for your call. All right, let me take another one on straight line. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mazi. This is Rabbi Charles from United Kingdom. I hope I'm coming out clear, sir.
Loud and clear. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much. I greet Biafrans all over the world. Friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom, I salute you. I thank our leader. I greet you. I wish you happy Sunday. And those that are listening all over the world, I wish you happy Sunday as well. Thank you, Mazi. What I want to say about the event that is going on right now in Warri, I want to use this medium. I like the clip that you played. The leader of the Zionist movement, I think so.
Yes.
Very eloquent, very eloquent barrister. I don't know you personally, but brother, let me tell you this. Stand strong. The zoo will come. You know how they come? They may not, because the evidence is overwhelming. They have whisked the guy out of. They have whisked him out of the way. They will say he's been arrested. They don't arrest Boko Haram army. They give them every license to kill people. He carried out the mission, the assignment they gave him. I want to tell you something, brother. The zoo that we are dealing with, they will come in a different form, in a grand style now. You have the key. Biafrans in Warri territory, you have the key. They will come with money to bribe you to shut your mouth up and to make you speak different language. Remember, a Biafran was gone down. The blood of that guy is crying out very loud and clear. Any bribe you take, we hunt you. And we hunt all of us, so don't try it. They will come in a different style. When you have mellowed down, you got them on the neck. You have them at their air space. They can't breathe. You just analyze the law. That is how we call it COVID 419. This is really COVID 419. As I always say, they will use it. There is no law against that. If you go out, they will shoot you. Most countries, you can go out. You can go out to the stores in Western countries. In Europe, here, you can go out. If you are priority, you can go out and get your food and go inside your house. No one will arrest you on the street. If you are going out to buy something to eat, you cannot be gunned down. Even where it is hitting hard, people are still walking around. They are going to the store. They are going to the supermarket. The elderly are going to the stores. They are priorities. What they will do is to come and bribe you people and stuff money in your throat so that you can't speak again. And when you do that, you did not only kill that family, you killed yourself as well, because they will come again. Knowing that if they come, they will give you money, they will kill somebody and give you money, and you shut your mouth up. Don't let them bribe you at all. I know them. They will come with money, telling you to go and make a different statement that everything is calmed down. People are complying. I can tell you guys, like Peter said, get out and be on the street. Go against them. Go against them. They can't shut you in. You don't have food. You don't have basic amenities. You don't have constant electricity. No provision is given to you. They lock you up so that you can die slowly. And I love the brother that said, even if they kill me with bullet, it will be clear that it was bullet than me dying inside the house, rotting. At a time when hunger hits you for 14 days, your body will be weakened and you can't even be strong enough to walk around. What a very painful way to die. I am telling Biafran as well, these people, don't give them breathing space. They are in their holes. We can hunt them out, I can tell you that. This thing is very, very unbearable. I'm feeling the pain. Any killing, shooting to a Biafran, or anybody in Warri is shooting to every Biafran anywhere in the world. That is how I see it. Mazi, Peter, thank you very much. That's all I want to say for now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shalom. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls here at 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, +1 929-406-9953. We're also on Skype, 845-283-9665. I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. All right, the WhatsApp call just went off. I don't know what happened. Fortunately, you still have to call us back anyway. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Call on, let me take this one. Call on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning.
Welcome
Good morning, Mazi. Iyke.
Welcome to the program.
Good morning. My name is Kinsulo Ziribo. Aneto niile nna m jisike. I like them this chloroquine injection this morning. I like them ogwe bagrai. And make a long hamadika. I thank my leader, my deputy. We in Nigeria, dear, we are not practicing democracy. We are into military dictatorship. That is what we are. Honestly speaking, my brother, I heard, we're a country that don't care for their citizens. This coronavirus have given us an example that Africa is worse than Zoom, especially we Biafra. He said that they are telling you, why are you calling Nigeria Zoom? Nigeria is even lesser than Zoom. 100 million given by German Chancellor to take care of animals in Germany. 100 million euro give to take care of animals in Germany, honestly speaking. Now, I ask myself, I come from Biafran land, oil and gas, timber, many resources. There's nothing, rather killing. I heard a governor from Nevada, United States. They asked, a journalist asked him, now this is destruction. What are you going to do with the drug addicted? This man said this is very good opportunity. They are going to supply them marijuana at their residence. Go to anything with control. That is a good idea for them. This is a country that providing provision for their citizens. Who care, honestly speaking? You made it a point. If we escape from these people escape from our hand in that Biafran land, it will be hard. They are all at home. They did not go anywhere. We must come out. Anywhere you are, Biafran, forget about anything. Anything they talk, you come out. Hold these people responsible. This period we are. Then after the coronavirus, honestly, you get free. You get better, honestly speaking. I don't want to hear, yes, sir. I don't want to hear they prosecute the army or they bring him to prison or they do anything. Any army you see, they bring to prison. He kills and a senator's relative. That is why you will see him. But if he kills, there's nobody that cares. Nobody. That army is still on the power. The opposites, they are still, Mustafa is still moving. Opposites in Abuja, the army, they are moving. They are going about. The police officers, we treat them for up in Kije prison, honestly speaking, but they still free them, you know? So we do not get any chance again, rather to do what? To follow these people, bomber to bomber. Let's give us what belongs to us. Finish. Mazi Iyke, my brother. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Let's take another one. Caller on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on WhatsApp. You're not connecting. I'm sorry. Your line is, I don't know, your wife. Maybe your Wi-Fi over there is not really functioning very well. Okay, let's see. Let's try again. There's something that just came in. Sent in from one of our big shots today. Just sent me something. Let me aid. I'm not listening to it, but I'm gonna let you listen to it myself. He said, you hear the type of advertisement our politicians telling our people back home over FM radio. Let's listen to this and see what they are telling them so we can work on that. But before then, let me take another call. Caller Caller on WhatsApp, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. My friend, whoever is calling on the WhatsApp line, you have to get away from that area because it looks like your Wi-Fi there is not functioning very well. That's why you keep having the interruption. Are you still there?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Hello, Mazi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Welcome to the program.
From here. Good morning, good evening. Follow the friends and lovers. All right. Fellow dear friends and lovers of freedom all around the world. My name is Pastor Jack and I'm calling from Lagos as usual. May God, CHUKWUEMEKA, continue to protect and keep all of us, even if name I pray.
You say?
I want to make my contribution briefly, just like our brother has just said. Anybody in the southern or in the riverine area that is saying you are not a Biafran, you are just deceiving yourself. Because all of us, we are Biafrans. We are Biafrans. And our people knows that a majority of us from that riverine area, you should brace up that people should stop deceiving you. In Lagos State today, we have the Lagos State coordinator, our brother from Isoko Delta State. He's a Biafran. We have our southwestern coordinator from his own area, Tari Nemi. He's a Biafran. So let nobody be deceiving you that you're not a Biafran. And back to what they are doing to our people. The high-handedness unleashed to our people are taking different dimensions. And we are beginning to examine why actually are they doing this thing to our people. Unlike the northern states and the western states, even the Lagos that is being shut down, this level of high-handedness is not our practice over here in Lagos. I can go out to get whatever thing I want to get, even as I just went out to get something and come back to my house. You can go and get whatever thing you want to get. What I even went to get was not even a food store, but electronics. You can see where you get it, and nobody is molesting anybody. But that there in our they are using all crop of criminal terrorists in our military uniform and other security outfit uniform to terrorize our people in the name of enforcing lockdown. There is there are 5Gs. The story of these 5Gs, because over here in Lagos, as everywhere is being locked down, you see them laying down the 5Gs everywhere. Even at the lockdown, you see the Fulani people digging ground for them. They're laying their wire everywhere without the knowledge of the people. You will begin to ask what is actually going on. And over here now, the Lagos State governor has said that they may enforce additional lockdown. That means these people have planned to keep us in the dark for 1 or 2 or more months in order for us to remain in the dark and for them to achieve their evil agenda. Today and tomorrow they will tell you they have recorded another 10 cases in Lagos and they have released 15. All those things, they are not verified. They are not verifiable because Chinese, where this thing emanated, apart from the initial stage where they record high number of people, till now, no case have been recorded in that area, let alone Nigeria that have no vaccine, neither anything to cure the so-called virus. We'll be telling you we have so number of people have recovered. All these things are scam. Our people, we should be alert in everything happening. That will not be taken unaware, but we should keep recording and exposing all the evil atrocities, especially the military, the police. We should be exposing their evil atrocities to the world. And that way, the world will see them to what they are. Thank you. And I know our leader will continue to expatiate on this. We will continue to fight as a people until we liberate ourselves. If not, all of us, we are completely doomed. But we will not relent. We will continue this way. I want to stop here that other is going. I stand up from here. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hail Biafra. Thank you very much for your call. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Yeah, there's an advert going on in Anambra Radio in Biafra land that they just sent in. They're talking about the COVID-19 and trying to warn the people about... the only thing that they say here that touched me is that when somebody comes from overseas and is trying to sneak around, these people are creating opportunities for them to destroy us more. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you, the advert, the intention is known, but you see the point is that the army is killing our people. And what COVID-19, the army and the police. COVID-19 is even better because you don't see it physically. It's a disease, that's something that is coming into you. But the army will carry a gun. They are not protected. First of all of them are with their faces open. They are not putting on any kind of form of mask or anything. They come in there to kill the people, and they are doing it very well. I am telling you guys that this is opportunity. All the rats are in their holes. This is the time for you to wake up and take back your land. Don't sit down there and let them do anything. Our leader is coming on air today by 7 p.m. Biafra land time, so I hope you stay tuned. Make sure that you listen to that broadcast because you don't have to miss it. Take your pen, take your papers the normal way. Come in and listen to our leader's broadcast today at 7 p.m. Biafra land time. Wherever you are in the world, synchronize your time to rhyme. He's going to talk about the COVID-19, obviously, because that's the trend. That's what is going on right now. Nobody is saying that you should take it as a joke. It's not a joke. But the reality is that the zoo is just copying what other people have done without making provisions. If you provide for the people, of course, sit at home is something that you are doing it for your own, for your self-protection. You're not protecting anybody else, but just you and your neighbors. All right, caller, good morning. Caller on straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, sir. I see that.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, sir. How are you?
All right.
Okay, my name is Frank Obinamba. I'm calling from Trondheim, Norway. It's been a while.
Yes. Welcome to the program, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. I've been listening to your analysis of all the things you say. But there's something that strikes me. There's this program you did one day. You know, you said there's something with our people. You can insult our father. Nobody talks. But the moment you open your mouth to talk about somebody's mom, we jump to a fight.
Yes.
And you understand, when we are little, you can do anything and insult our brothers and other things, you know. When you open your mouth to talk about someone's mother, you see the kind of curiosity and the person will jump into fight.
Yeah.
These military guys, I don't think they understand that with the Eastern people, that you can do anything, but you cross the line when you insult the person's mother. Or maybe you talk bad about it. Somebody. So they think they can come down to our side, start raping our daughters, start raping our mothers, and all those things. We just put our arms and be looking at them. They've been doing all their things, and we just kept quiet. Like you said, all these people, you know, directing them to do this thing, they are all there. None of them is coming out.
Yeah.
It's just one thing, you know, people should take up, you know, this is the time. They don't need to wait, you know, when this thing is over. They need to go out and meet these people, these evil leaders, one-on-one, and just confront them. Because this thing is getting out of hand. We look at, okay, what is going on there? Look at all the market women, the way they destroy their business without providing anything for them. My brother is getting out of hand. It's really getting out of hand. I just heard the news that the Chinese doctors are coming you know, to the zoo. My brother, I don't know how true is that. Do you understand me?
Yes.
But I'm pleading with my people. If I thought, because maybe we have control over there, or maybe we don't have. If I thought they will come, or if I thought the wicked Nigerian government, they have allowed them to come, let them remain in the north. Let them not come down, because definitely they are coming to infect the people.
Oh yeah.
Definitely right now, I don't think we have that case, you know, in the eastern region like that. But if Chinese people eventually enter that land, it's going to be dead in thousands.
Oh yes.
They not them, should keep them for themselves.
That's
we
right.
did not get any aid from them. We did not get anything from them, help from them. Now they are going to bring Chinese doctors for us. Who is fooling who? My brother, I'm telling my Biafran brothers, they should not allow them cross to our territory. Let them stay up north. Give them all the medical help and everything. We don't need them. My brother, I don't have much to say. You know, it's been a long time. You know, thank you very much with your work. Eh?
Thank you, sir.
God bless you. Eh?
Have
a nice day.
You too.
Okay, you too.
All right, this is Radio Biafra. The truth is, the Chinese, what are they coming to do? That's the point. They come to Abia Ibu, that's Ibu when Ibu, so they want to come and finish up the job that they did. If you go there and expose yourself to them, you have yourself to blame. There is no reason for them. We don't need them. In Biafra land, the Nigerians can take them. They can go to Duwa land, go to Lagos, go to the north, and do whatever they want to do. But in our land, no way. Forget it. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon. My name is Kelechi. I'm calling from Lagos.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi, thank you, Mazi. It shall be well with your children, Mazi. God will bless you.
There we
my little contribution this afternoon, Mazi. When you are talking about the zoo or the people in the zoo to stand up and do something now that all the rats is in the hole, that will never happen, Mazi. Everybody is waiting for IPOB to do something. Without IPOB standing up to do something, nobody will do it. The people, the one Nigerians cannot do. In fact, a dead rat is better than them because dead rat will smell and drove people from their house. But these people, they are worse than that. They cannot do nothing. See, this, I remember when Showoro or whatever organized his, what did he call it, revolution?
Yeah.
That day, I went towards Surulere National Stadium to see how the thing is going to happen. When I get to Alaka bus stop, for those who won't know how Surulere here is, close to the stadium, Alaka, I stopped there, straight down before I reached there. Small tear gas, where they throw away. All of them run, leave their shoes. In fact, it was from my kerosene inside my bag. Kerosene inside my bag that I brought out to rub on my face, that I give some of them before they can be able to see road and go to their house. These people, those people you see clamoring for one Nigeria, they can only make noise on social media. They cannot do anything. They can't even pick up a stone. Everybody's, in fact, somebody came to my house this morning and was asking me, what is IPOB planning to do about these things? I said, we are not planning to do anything. We have nothing to do about this thing because we are not fighting for Nigeria. We are fighting for Biafra. Let Nigeria get worse. He said, this is time that IPOB is supposed to protest. I said, we are not protesting because when we are protesting, you people call us all manner of names. Now, stand up and do something. None of them will do anything. Mazi, talking about like I said yesterday, the man that said they have arrested the soldier. Do you know that when they managed to arrest Fulani herdsmen that are killing people in the village, they took them to police station. The next day they will release them. Mm-hmm. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
So how do you think that they will arrest a man that just says something, just ordinary spoken words? You think that Nigeria will arrest the Hausa man, Fulani, for that man that just say ordinary words? They have not arrested and prosecute those who kill pastors and Christians. They have not arrested. They are just trying to. If they have arrested these people, since yesterday we will start talking about the video. They would have shown the video. You know how the zoo behave. Yeah. You see that lockdown. They lock down our region, our country, Biafra, is just to make sure they punish our people. That's all. As I talked to you yesterday, I drive around within Lagos here. Not just I drive around within Lagos. Nobody asked me. Nobody asked me. So I get some places. I met some what do you call it, neighborhood watch. This is a Lagos State neighborhood watch. They asked me where are you going to. I just say them I want to go to pick something here. They let me go. Nobody harass anybody. Here in Lagos, even as congestive as Lagos is. They are not harassing people, but they are harassing people in our place where nobody is there. They are harassing people. Even those who are still at home, they are harassing people. Mazi, our people should just know that we are not wanted. We are not wanted in this country, and it is time for everybody to wake up. Mazi, so before I conclude, there is something that is coming on my mind, and that is the chairman of the World Igbo Congress or World Igbo Congress. I remember sometime last year, he made a video and calling us to pay money to a particular account. Man, it's not going to be bad if that man will come out now and make a video that all those people living in America should register themselves as a Biafra. It's not going to be bad for him to come out because I don't know where they are hiding their face now. If he can boldly come out and tell us that we should contribute money for them to build Ajo Roy in Lagos, in USA, he should also come and make video and compare those our brothers who live in that place. Those people, I is the chairman of the World Igbo Congress. He should come out now and make a video, compare everyone living in the United States now to register himself as a Biafra. We are expecting him to do that before now, but since he have not been able to do it, I am calling on him this afternoon. After this call, if somebody close to him should call him. Iyke say, let him come and make video, compare those who live in United States to register themselves as a Biafra in this census that is going on. Enough of keeping this criminal silent that they are keeping. I don't like it. Let him come out as he make video before. Let him come and make the same video. Mazi, God bless you.
Bless you. All right, thank you, Kelechi. The point is that, like you see, all these people, I've been saying it, that these people are lizards that think that they're crocodiles. These people cannot do anything. They're cowards. We have only one leader, suspect, tried, tested, and officially passed, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of them will come to the back and blah, 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 blah. When it is time for them to do something, they don't do anything. Because I don't know if I would say they are afraid. I will not say, because, normally they come out, they make some noise, and the government start feeling that they are important. Ekechi just drop only one brown envelope and everything is over. All of a sudden, you don't hear from him anymore. He disappeared. They tried it on our leader, obviously. Anybody who's out there who doesn't think that they tried to buy Nnamdi Kanu over, the person is a fool. It's not thinking. Because obviously, like I said, I didn't join IPOB until he was already in jail. And he spent some time in jail. And I knew that if he can be arrested, somebody's listening to him. And if he's still there up till now, it means he has refused to compromise. Because nobody likes to waste his time. So all these people that are coming out and talking and making all this big grammar and everything, then that will kick and lizard and go there. They are nothing. Honestly speaking, they are not. I'm still saying it today, and I'll say it any day, that these people, the rats, our brother that called yesterday made it very clear. He said it very, very precisely, that when they were children, the hunting time is when they burn the bush. Because all the animals cannot allow themselves to be burnt. So what they do is they get in their holes. And when the bush is clear, after the burning, after the fire, that's when you can go to the holes and get them. If you want to go to get them when the bush is there, they know they're not there. They're definitely not there. They're running around the forest looking for food to eat. So all the rats in the zoo, they're all in their holes. This is the time for you to wake up and say, hey, and make them answer some questions. Because before, it's like when they do, they're going to run away. Run away to where? Which plane? Which aeroplane? Where are they going to land the plane? It's our opportunity that we have. COVID-19 has given us this opportunity and we're going to take it. Seize it. Otherwise, they are going to keep killing you and nobody is going to save you. I'm telling you the truth. He has just told us what happened in Lagos, the way he traveled around. Nobody. Go and do the same thing in Biafra land. Any part of Biafra land. And you see what will happen. The soldiers are all in the streets. What they are doing in the street, I don't know. A disease called coronavirus is invading the country, not with weapon, not with army, not with guns and bullets. But Nigerian army will choose to go and fight coronavirus with their ammunition, keeping the people at home to die of hunger. When they come out, they kill them. And you tell me that is a country. That is not a country at all. Absolutely not. Brace up, Biafrans. Brace up, those of you in the zoo, and take back your country from these people. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Mazi. I Peters. May you go to Kadama. Bless you. Bless the whole principal officers of IPOB. My name is Chinemene Mobiuku. I'm from Abaje in Wangele local government, Biafra land. Mazi, may you go Kadama. Bless you. Bless our leader, Mazi Nande Kano. Our Lord, the Messiah, the Savior of our time. Mazi, let me contribute for what my brother says. These people call big fish and call themselves Igbo land or Biafra. So some of them, we know their names. Mazi, if that Biafra is the kingdom of God, some of them will not enter it because some of them belong to one society or the other. If that Biafra is the kingdom of Almighty God, where righteousness, holiness, justice, and equity will excel. Mazi, these people, some of them,
yes.
That is the real truth. Some of them, their father's land is pursuing them. They have committed one atrocity or one evil in their father's land. That's why they run out. Some of them will not come. So I am not begging them, but what I'm asking to go Kadama, anyone ordained to contribute in this struggle, bring him or her close to your kingdom. Let him walk in the vineyard of you to go Kadama. This is my prayer always. That calling all these people, some of them member of parties, Illuminati, were men of the world. Some of them are working with Lucifer. So they cannot contribute in the righteousness of God or in the anything concerning holiness of God. So they must. So some of them some of them, let me say this, some of them committed maybe one or then Hameya will commit a ritual. Some of them waiting for her committed. So they will not come. They are only excel in big names. Also one, Chief or up to there, in case of Kiri, that is where they excel. They are irrelevant. Mazi, whether they like it or not, Biafra is here. No matter what army is doing, they have never arrested any army. These people can deny. You know, Nigeria was established by lies. And anything they are doing, they are selling lies. And if the world do not take serious now, Nigeria may commit what they may neglect Nigeria, then Nigeria may commit what will destroy the world. Let the world not neglect this contraction called Nigeria, because Nigeria are recruiting terrorists, and after recruiting terrorists, Nigeria is going to push the terrorists in the world. Nigeria is going to push the main terrorists in the world. Let the world do not keep silent. Let the world come and destroy this contraction called Nigeria, and we are on ground to help them to destroy themselves. No matter whatever they are doing, killing our brothers, raping our brothers, raping our mothers, giving the HIV. Now Nigeria's army, now they are the distributor of HIV. HIV. Mazi, let's go, God and bless you. Therefore, is here. Nobody will stop the kingdom of God. IPOT, we are resolute. The kingdom of God must surely restore. God bless you, my brother.
Yeah, well. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls here at 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, 1929-406-9953. We're also on Skype, 845-283-9665. The rats are all in their holes, so this is the time for you to rise up and take back your land. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will speak to us today at 7 p.m. Biafra land time. Please stay tuned. Make sure that you take part in it, because it is information that we are working with, and we need that information. He's definitely going to speak to us today. Stay tuned. Do not go away. Do not go away, because Mazi ALOZIE is coming in after now. Let's see if I can take it more. Okay, I think I still have enough time to take about 2 more calls. Let me take this one. Caller on WhatsApp, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Please turn down your radio.
Hello, good morning, Mike Peters.
Welcome to the program.
Your radio.
Yeah, this is CHUKWUEMEKA calling you from Belgium, Mazi.
Welcome.
All right, I have a little question to make. I heard you, Mazi, you make a comment. You said that this is the time for the people to rise because the hunting time is now.
Yes.
And the bushes is burning and the all animals, they are all in the host.
That's right.
I heard that from you this morning.
Yes.
And it's surprising to me. Because, yesterday there's a program that normally come out in the Chidera program, which I made such comment in the program that this is the time for our people to rise because the people that are oppressing you are killing you. They are there with you.
Yes.
So there's nowhere for them to travel now to go and hide their self.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the time people should rise up and take what belongs to them. Just according to what you just said, he said if 1 million people should hit the street, he believed that all the soldiers will run away.
Of course.
Which is right.
Of course.
It's only because that nobody has come out to tell them what to do. But so fortunately, one of our somebody called and said that should not happen. That I don't know how he put the issue. But the only thing I want to say is that our people must wake up to their responsibility. Biafra has been marginalized since 1914, which if our new and the Kano did not come out to speak, at least by now, nobody could have been dead by now. Let me put it in that way. He saw it and he said that my people are perishing, my people are dying. That is why he come out to speak. That is the meaning of the rising. Other countries where the leaders or the government are opposing them or maltreating them, but the people revoke. People go outside, they protest. It doesn't mean that you must go and carry gun or knife or something. No.
Yeah.
But fortunately that our brother never understood me very well, and he now comes in the program and start countering. So I am so happy that at least he's listening and they have heard you and they have our brother Rabbi Charles and all the rest telling our people that they should wake up and take what belongs to them because freedom is not given.
Yep.
Freedom is taken.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you.
you.
I always see that comment as a noise making. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. The point is that people have a right to their opinion. You have said what you have said. He can come and counter it whatever way. But what I think, and I keep saying it all the time, is criticism is very easy. To disagree with somebody is easy. You don't have to disagree with anybody. All you need to do is counter narrative. That's what they call it, right? Say something that should be done. I don't like what he said. Okay, that's not enough. If you say it can be done this way, that will naturally diminish what the other person is saying. But when you get up and say what the person said is not right, you're not making any sense. Give us counter narrative. Say something else. An alternative, because that's what keeps a lot of people out there. When they want to criticize Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, I don't like the way he's doing this. I say, okay, he's not doing it well. So what is your narrative? What are you going to give us to replace that? Because we don't want to create no vacuum. What he has said is what we know. So if you think what he has said is not good, start something. Say something that is better than what he's doing. Otherwise, hold your peace. Just shut your mouth. You have nothing to offer. Because, blabbing and condemning and criticizing is so easy. Criticizing is just easy to wake up and say, this man, what he said, I didn't like it. No, we don't want to know what you liked. What you were saying is just, if you tell us something, Nnamdi Kanu, I remember he never came out and started condemning the rest of them. He, in fact, made us believe that if he even gives honor to who honor is due. People like Iyke, he spoke about him, that he was the one that made the first payment on Radio Biafra and all that kind of thing. I heard it. He did not take Iyke's name. He didn't take his members. What he did is started something. It's counter-narrative. He's giving us something. And we see that something that he's giving us is better than what the other person is doing. We all shifted to him. It's simple as that. That's how intelligent people who have ideas, that's how they start. They don't get up and start criticizing and cursing the other person. I see it all the time. All the time. Believe me, it happens all the time. The people spend their money, their energy in trying to destroy what somebody is doing rather than give something that is better than what the person is doing. Because if you get something that is better than what B is doing and you call it F, we will follow you. But you have nothing. All you need to do is sit down there and even try to use tricks to blackmail to make sure that you destroy the other person. It doesn't work. It will never work anywhere in the world. Our leader was arrested. The first thing that the zoo tried to show was to have a Photoshop of a photograph of him and a woman in the hotel and all that. We saw all that. In now, buga buga buga, they all died to the tide. Then they started a tripod. Where is tripod today? He is still moving. It's a wave. Nnamdi Kanu is tsunami. There's nothing you can do to stop what we are doing. Every single day, our number is increasing. It can never go down. No matter how, try what you want. Look at the problem that the zoo is going through. Hiring a hotel basement to set it up like an Aso Rock and have a video, a cameraman in front of him. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu, you don't know this punishment. The man is punishing you guys because you have refused to accept the truth. In the end, what haven't you tried? Is it not time you give up? You went to his house to kill him. We all thought he was dead, including me, because I didn't know how he left that place, to be honest. That I was so derailed that even I started dreaming about it in the night. I never really met Nnamdi Kanu at the time. I believe me sincerely, I had a funny dream that I could not interpret. And the woman that I told the dream said, you know what? That man is alive. Forget about it. Don't even talk about it to anybody. And honestly speaking, because I was imagining these things. You know, you're thinking about something, you go to bed, the story starts coming to you in your dream because of what part of the imagination that you have. In the dream, I didn't see him dead, but I saw him lying down on the ceiling, facing down. And then when I look at my side, he was sitting with me. The next thing I saw him go outside. What kind of dream is that? It looks funny. I'm not somebody, I'm not a believer of dreams. That I just took it that I had something in mind and I went to bed, and the thing is like my mind wouldn't want me to sleep. It kept going here and there. The man is still there. The day he arrived, the day he made a broadcast in Israel, believe me sincerely, I was here. Our deputy called me and said there's breaking news. I should announce it. I said, what's the breaking news? He said, our leader is cited in Israel. I said, Onyisi, you are the one that's going to say this, not me. And he did. The truth is that you have tried everything. Leave this man alone. You are not going to win, honestly speaking. I have seen worse things. I have seen people criticized and criticized. Each day you criticize him, he's growing higher and higher and higher. There are people like that. They are made like that. They are in their destiny. You cannot take it away from them. No matter how much you try. Today he's coming to broadcast. And any day he comes to broadcast, I feel excited. Because you know why? I am going to learn something new. I am going to fill up my memory bank. And with the space left, I absorb most of the things that he says. He is not making a mistake. You have no choice. The way we are right now, we have no choice. We have to follow this man because he is holding the key to our destiny. He's holding the key to our movement. He's holding the key of our liberation. He has the key. There is nothing we can do about it. He has the formula. He has all this. All we need to do, support him as much as you can. But financially, spiritually, whatever way you can. Somebody's still trying to call me, but I think let's see what the time it is right now. I don't think I can take any more calls from you at this time because it's time to go. Mazi ALOZIE has to come take the podium. And this call, persistent, is still calling and calling and calling. But like I said, we have our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is the man that God has given us, our leader. This struggle didn't start today. Some people are saying that the struggle started. Well, everybody else that was in this struggle, besides Odumegwu Ojukwu, and the next person is Nnamdi Kanu, every other person was just clamoring to make Nigeria a better place. In fairness towards Iyke, he started the name Biafra, but he fell on the wayside. He didn't finish the relay. And the relay, for me, I believe that when people are running, it's a relay race. You have to hand the stick over to who is next. And that who is next is Nnamdi Kanu. He came out, he joined you in the race, but he found out that what you're doing is not exactly, it's not going to lead us anywhere, which is true. He started something, he didn't ask anybody to leave you, no. He started IPOB, and he gave it a name that's so unique. Indigenous People of Biafra. That name was divinely given. It wasn't just that he woke up and created a name. No. Masop was part of Ogoni thing now. I know Ken, you sounded like Ken's organization in Ogoni. But this man came up with a name. Indigenous People of Biafra, Okropam. Omado, you know the way when you throw a jelly on the floor, pap, or rattle the floor. The name is something you cannot fight. You can't change it. It's so divine. Some people come and say tripod because they want the IPOB to be there, so they put tri and then POD. It fell on the wayside. That one just ended. I wouldn't say mysteriously. It just went on the ground because it had no meaning. It had no foundation in the first place. IPOB is the thing. We are different breed. God has made us the way we are, and there is nothing anybody can do to stop what we are doing. Our leader has made it very, very clear to us that we are unique people, that when we are gone, they will wish that we had been here forever. And that is what exactly we are. IPOB is massive, IPOB is great, and there is nothing anybody can do to change that.
We are not like other people.
Absolutely.
Because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood. But they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special. Exceptionally special. The largest mass movement in the whole world, bar none. And we did it because CHUKWUEMEKA Biama is with us. We did it because CHUKWUEMEKA Biama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. Because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
All right, we've finally come to the end of today's program. Please stay tuned, don't go away, because Mazi ALOZIE is coming on air. We are unique people. IPOB. We are here. From me to you, it's goodbye. I'll be with you again tomorrow at the same time, God's willing. Bye-bye.